first question, sir. Will you comment a little on the confusion, the contradiction that is coming on the name chosen as India? Now, we have been given to believe by sources within your own party, other left parties as well as the JDU, that possibly it wasn't the choice of the JDU or left parties. However, you had to submit to a larger consensus. Also, where D of India is concerned, many of you wanted that to be democratic instead of developmental.
No, the question is, there was a discussion, what should be the name of this formation? Many suggestions came. Everybody has said the idea of India should have reflection in the name. The name should communicate, convey the message of idea of India, which was envisioned by Gandhi, Ambedkar and galaxy of leaders. Now that idea of India is being destroyed, so the name for this formation should reflect that idea of India, how we can do it. That was the discussion. Then many suggestions came. Everybody gave some suggestion, some ideas. Finally, this emerged. That is India National Developmental Inclusive Alliance. That was how that name was agreed upon and decided. During discussion, several names were considered. I don't deny. Several names were considered. We Are for India name was considered. Indian People's Front was considered. People's Progressive Alliance was considered. And Secular Democratic Alliance or Front, it was discussed. Save India Front was discussed. So several names were discussed. Finally, this has emerged as the acceptable one, and that is how the name was decided.
Mr. Raja, was it acceptable to both left parties and Nitish Kumar? Because, of course, Mr. Kumar has said it's a figment of possibly the media's imagination or agenda by the BJP that is running, that he wasn't happy with the word. But the sheer fact that he and his party leaders were missing, they were not there for the follow-up press meet, even RJD's Lalu Yadav or his son Tejasvi, they were also missing. So was there any issue which was put forth where the name was concerned by the left parties or possibly Mr. Kumar?
No, what do you mean by objection? Yes, Mr. Nitish Kumar is Chief Minister of Bihar, one of these. I do not know what you mean that Nitish Kumar objected to. You must ask him better, because he suggested some name, that is true, but it was discussed. Finally, we have to move on the basis of consensus, and people had consensus on the present name. That's what one should try to understand, instead of some kind of rubbing it and raising some objections or creating some confusions. That's what I have to say.
Interesting, Mr. Raja, because you were suggesting that, of course, there was a larger consensus and Mr. Kumar had to submit to it. He had a choice of a different name, but that didn't quite go ahead. And we will, of course, we have asked Mr. Nitish Kumar whether he is a little cut up or unhappy with the way things unfolded, especially with the lack of his presence at the press meet. But having said that, Mr. Raja, I want to bring up the other big contradiction, and possibly that stems from your own parties, which is the left front. You have Mr. Yechuri, who's come out and said very clearly where a state like West Bengal is concerned, there will be no alliance there. It's going to be left plus Congress facing off with the TMC versus the Bharatiya Janata Party. So no alliance in the state of West Bengal. A possible scenario could play out in a state of Punjab. Maharashtra, there is a Mahavikas Aghadi, but things are very, very different there. So do you see this a bunch of contradictions, and can they actually be solved?
I am making it very clear. At national level, there is a common understanding that has been emerging. After Karnataka elections, there was a meeting at Patna on 23rd June this year, and Mr. Nitish Kumar took the initiative to bring people there and discuss the issue. Almost 16 party leaders were there. What emerged there in the Patna meeting, that all of us should work together, unitedly fight to defeat BJP in order to save India and its future, save constitution, democracy, secularism, federalism. That is how we all agreed upon Desh Bachao, BJP Hatao. That was at Patna. Now Bengaluru meeting, yesterday and day before yesterday. So that Bengaluru meeting in fact became one step or two steps forward from Patna, because 26 parties, the top leaders of those parties were present in the meeting, and the meeting discussed several critical issues that country is facing today, confronting today. That is how that joint statement has been discussed and issued. That joint statement you must have seen. Then the name was discussed, and the name was agreed finally after long serious discussion. Now the question is, at national level, the primary objective is to defeat BJP in order to save the country. That is clear, and all of us agree to it.